before we actually get into setting up Jest, I don't want to be up here talking for like an hour and a half before you actually get to hit the keyboard. And so you're going to write a test really quick, make this a little bit more interesting. So this is going to be like the simplest form of a test. You're going to go to your other directory, and inside of here there's a start.html file. And you're going to open this up in your editor and also in your browser. So that's other/start. Oh, actually, here, one other thing. I have made this enormous. This is where I am, down here in the bottom of my editor, the bottom left of my editor. And so, yeah, if I'm ever in a file and you're like, where is he? That's where I am. Hopefully that is helpful. So other/start, and open that in Chrome, so or in your browser. So I'm going to say open other/start.html, and yeah.
Open it via a URL or just like the file path?
So you'll open both. So open it as like in the browser, as well as open it in your editor. So this is what it ends up opening for me in my browser. It's like file://user, so on. Okay, everybody got that? So there's a bug in here. Kudos for the first person who can find it. It's a pretty small app, so. Anybody found it? Concatenating. Yeah, so anybody know why it would concatenate instead of actually add these numbers together?
Instead of numbers?
Yeah, the value of an input is actually a string instead of a number. I think, actually I didn't even check, but I'm pretty sure that's the case even if you set the type to number. But you can check that, fix the bug a lot easier just with HTML semantics. But we're going to leave it as input text and fix the bug with our code. So the bug is in this add input values because it accepts input.value from our form when we call submit. And this is where we're going to fix the bug. But before we fix it, I want to be able to reproduce this bug using a test, a very, very simple test that I can, so after I'm finished, I can have this test and rerun it, make sure the bug never comes back. And so your test code is going to live right here. And you're basically, all that test code is it performs an action just like a real world use case would, and then it verifies that the result is what you would expect. So in our case, for example, you can say, make a constant variable called result of these add input values, the strings, and then have an if statement that says if the result is not 7, then throw an error. And that'll be our first test. Anybody confused about what you're trying to do here? Normally you don't write your tests in your application, but in our case this is like the simplest form of a test. So I'll give you about 5 minutes to do that, and then we'll come around and do the solution here.